Hi Aries, welcome to your August 2022 astrological forecast. So the sun is still in your fellow fire sign of Leo up until the 22nd, where you have Leo in your chart as your fifth house of romance and fun, any kind of entertainment, sports, gambling, speculation, anything to do with children or childish things even. Like amusement parks, not really childish, but you know what I mean, things that pertaining to places where you would take your children, or yourself though. Theme parks, amusement parks, creativity, okay, so the sun is here up until the 22nd, and Venus moves here on the 11th, okay, and is here till the end of the month into September. So obviously, you know, Venus in your fifth house of romance, I would have to say that it could be a fairly romantic time for you, especially with Jupiter in your first house. Okay, it's retrograde right now, but all that means possibly is because, first of all, before Venus moves into Leo, it is still in Cancer for like the first 10 days of August. Okay, Cancer, you have Cancer on your fourth house of your personal life, your home life, your past though. Okay, your past and your childhood even. So you could be in touch with someone from your past. Could be someone from your old neighborhood, or someone from your childhood, or just an old flame or whatever. Okay, so for now maybe you're just in touch with them, but when, you know, Venus moves into your fifth house, maybe they're going to be in town, or maybe you're hearing from them a lot more. Whatever, you know, if you're not, you have many possibilities, just because having Jupiter in your sign, okay, opens opportunities to experience many things, many different things. That's what Jupiter does. It expands your horizons no matter where it's transiting. So if it's in your first house, it's anything that you're interested in. So if you're interested in romance right now, it will bring you more opportunities for romance, more people even into your life. Okay, with this Venus here, that's, you know, that's what's happening here. Is there's just more opportunities for romance. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it, you know, to partake in anything, right? But this is also the house of creativity, so maybe you will use Venus that way. Okay, it's all whatever, you know, but to me it just looks like you're in the mood to have fun. It's time to have fun, okay? Not that, you know, you haven't been, it's just that when planets are here, you know, it's like the best thing, that's like the most fun thing about it, right? So there's a full moon in Aquarius, the opposite sign of Leo, okay, on the 11th, where you have Aquarius in your chart as your 11th house of your friends and associates, your most sociable house. It's social media, socializing online, but it's like more like socializing in person. Okay, so 11th house is where you would normally go to hang out, or what you do for entertainment or fun with your group of friends. So something could happen possibly with one of your friends in regards to, because it's directly across from your fifth house here where you have Leo. Okay, this could be regarding a party. Maybe you guys are all at a party, or you're doing something, attending some kind of live show, you know, going to see a band or a play or something or other. So you know, something could go down then. It's not like I don't think it's a very big deal. There could be somebody in your group of friends, though, that's always a pain in the ass. I've mentioned this before, just because you have Saturn in your 11th house there, so there's usually somebody that puts a damper on whatever it is, not just what you want to do, but other people do. But they try to block your way in anything, in succeeding in anything. So maybe they're like jealous of you or whatever, I don't know. But something could occur at this time with like romance or creative project, or somebody could say something about your children, your child, the school they go to, anything, just some snide remark that, you know, that you would more or less just ignore, okay? Not a very big deal. These things happen all the time, okay? So anyways, the sun moves into Virgo, okay, into your 6th house on the 22nd. That's where you have Virgo. And Mercury's actually here from the 4th to the 25th because it's moving very fast. It moves into your opposite sign of Libra on the 25th and into your 7th house where you have Libra, but I'll get to that in a minute. Well, actually, we'll cover Mercury and Libra a little bit more next month because it's only here the last few days of August. Those of you born in the first couple days of Aries will feel the effects of this of Mercury being directly opposite your sun. It just brings about communications of some kind in one of your close relationships with a close friend, a romantic partner, or a business partner. It starts to bring up conversations or negotiations even in any kind of arrangement that you have with someone, even if it's a legal business arrangement. Okay, so that begins now. Okay. But anyways, with the Sun and Mercury in your 6th house of the workplace and the kind of work that you do, your work schedule, this is also the house of health and the house of service and the house of small pets. Okay, so there's a new moon here on the 27th, you know, so maybe if you do work for someone else, there's an awful lot of activity going on there now with Mercury moving as fast as it is, with like either new assignments and new work schedules, which could be changing around that new moon. It could be that you're getting what you want, though, okay? As far as your work schedule goes, or assignments, or almost just about anything. You know, that's what Jupiter in your 1st house does. You know, it makes things kind of go your way more often than not, right? But the new moon on the 27th in your 6th house would bring like a new beginning in the workplace, or a new way of doing something, a new way of, let's say, working on a client's work, or again, it could be a work schedule. And as far as that goes, this being the house of health, that is when you would begin some kind of new diet, possibly. And it doesn't necessarily have to be to lose weight or gain weight. It's just to change your eating habits in some way or other and actually take up some form of physical activity, okay? This also being the house of service, at this time, okay, this is like kind of just beginning, okay, because the sun's moving into Virgo on the 22nd, and Mars, okay, the big news is Mars is moving into Gemini on the 20th and staying there until the beginning of March of next year. So where you have Gemini in your chart is your 3rd house, okay, of your everyday life, the people you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day, such as like your neighbors, the people in your neighborhood. This is a house of communication and travel, usually local, or nearby, or a day trip, overnight trip, weekend trip, things like that. This is regular postal mail, email, any form of communication, okay? But having Mars in your 3rd house, also, okay, your siblings and your cousins and your aunts and uncles and your neighbors, okay? Like both the 3rd and the 6th are your daily life, daily schedule, okay? Just a little bit in different ways. So I would have to say that there could possibly be a neighbor or someone in your life, could be a sibling or cousin or somebody like that, but it could also be a coworker that asks you to help them in some way. That's what the house of service, the 6th house, means to me. Is it's a 50-50 arrangement. They need your help, so they offer to do something for you also, so you both benefit from the arrangement, okay? And this could be like an ongoing thing, such as maybe transportation-wise, driving your co-worker to work, having them ride with you, or a neighbor every so often driving them to, who knows, doctor's appointments or to the store or something, or taking care of, doing something for a neighbor or a sibling or someone else that you know, okay? This could be something that you say, you tell them, yeah, you'll do it, but you didn't mean for it to be an ongoing thing. You only are going to do this for a certain period of time, and then that's it. Okay, so if that's the case, then you may want to be very, very clear about that, like right now, because whomever may decide that that you're supposed to do this. It's your responsibility when it isn't. Okay, it's not your responsibility to take care of someone else and whatever. Okay, unless that's something that you want to do. But having Mars here too could make this person, even a neighbor, a real pain in the ass at this time. They're very gutsy, very bold, overly confident, okay? And they could be very aggressive towards you, not just you, other neighbors also. They could be, let's say like they're building something on their property, and they're let's say like a shed or something for their outdoor tools and all that, and you know what, that shed's on your property, part of it anyway, right? But they don't care, they're still going to build it. They're just waiting for you to say something about it, right? For you to go out there, with a surveyor or something, and have them put the little flags there for the property markers, right? That have been moved by this person so they could build their shed, okay? So it's something like that. I mean, it's just not something to keep in mind. So around this time, though, with these planets in Virgo, in that 6th house, there might be somebody that's going to approach you for some kind of an arrangement. So you really, really, really better sit down and think about it, okay? Because you think it's a one-time thing, or whatever. It could even be somebody saying, I always say, hey, can I cut through your yard? Can this person cut through your yard, or can they park here, or whatever? And because you said yes once, well, then that means it's okay forever, right? It doesn't. So make it very, very clear, okay? Because Mercury's moving into your opposite sign of Libra. The Sun will be going there pretty soon too, but also Venus. But the thing is, it's the time of year where you have these like kind of conversations with people. It's a little bit of a difficult time of year sometimes for you, but I really don't see anything like that going on because you have Jupiter in your sign, in your 1st house, okay? So anyways, the best time to do something each month, well, wait, first of all, I'm going to mention this, okay? I did cover in your weekly forecast, you'll have to listen to it there, the conjunction of Mars and Uranus, okay, in your 2nd house in Taurus, right? But I have to mention, if I didn't there, okay, that Uranus is turning retrograde on the 24th, which means all of the outer planets, Jupiter through Pluto, are now in retrograde motion. Okay, now all that means is wherever that planet is transiting, the affairs of that house just slow down a little bit, okay? And it gives you the opportunity to like really review whatever's going on in that part of your life, and to change your mind or make changes of any kind, okay? So anyways, keep that in mind. Don't forget to go listen to your weekly forecast, though, because that aspect is covered there, okay? Let's see here. I think that's about it, right? Okay, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aries on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation and anything to do with children is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for money is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So I'd like to thank my subscribers for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. You really help to keep them, put them and keep them in circulation so other people can see them, and it helps my channel to grow. So if you're new to my videos, but if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. Also, check out the links below in the description box. There's one to my email address, which is probably a good idea if you need to know anything, to just email me and ask me. But there's also a link there to my website, which is still under a little bit of construction, okay, but there's still a lot there that you can find out, the services that I offer. And there's also something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who are only interested in maybe one or two things about your chart, okay? So also check out my weekly forecast, okay? So I will see you next week. Goodbye.